Hi, it's Marie-Helene with Wisdom and Power Now, and this is a collective tarot and oracle card reading from today, which is Sunday, October the 26th, right through to Saturday, November the 1st. Now, we are in Scorpio season, and Scorpio season is known for having a lot to do with bringing things out of the shadows, bringing things that have been hidden to light. It's ruled by its historic or its original ruler was Mars, and now it's a new ruler is Pluto. So Pluto is in Aquarius, which is bringing up a whole different type of energy and vibration, and Mars is the planet of kind of action, and can be one of very direct, very, I would say, not so much violent, but very persistent, very pronounced action. So the energy right now is really not to be resting in your laurels. It is about being in action around what it is that you're hoping to achieve in your life, what's happening around you. It's a good time to probably count to 10 before you speak to anyone, or at the very least count to 4, and to hold your own space, but also to not take on other people's issues, and to certainly stay out of as much conflict as you can. Now, I'm using 2 decks again this week. The first deck, pardon me, I was gifted with this deck, and it's the first time I'm using it. It's called the Whimsical Tarot, and it is a bit whimsical, so it's a bit more on the lighthearted side, and given the energies of Scorpio, which also can be fiery, I forgot to mention that, I thought it was a good deck to start off the Scorpio season with. The oracle card that I'm using is the Romance and Love Oracle. Now, I'm not so much thinking about romance in this reading, and I'm using love more from the point of view of a general love. Love is a higher vibration, so that's the oracle deck that's being used. All right, so I am sticking with a 6-card format again. So the first card that showed up today is the Fool. Now, the Fool is a major arcana. It's a card of all possibilities. It's starting off on a new adventure. There's a young man here with his dog, and he's setting off in a wonderful direction. There's a butterfly. It's like the world is before him, and the possibilities are certainly there. So it's a card that basically says something new is really on the horizon, and you are in a good space to sort of take a look at that. And I would also go on to suggest that if you're going to do that, you should do that shortly, as the planet of communication, Mercury, will be going retrograde somewhere around, I think, October the 7th. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that things are going to go haywire. It just means that for new initiatives, this is a good time to get going on them. All right? The second card that showed up was the Two of Cups, and I quite like this Two of Cups. It's got a cat and an owl depicted on it, and they're snuggled up, and they're going off on a new adventure. All right, so the Two of Cups is indicating that there is a partnership opportunity for you. This could be with a new person. This could be with someone that you already know. This doesn't necessarily mean a romantic scenario again. It could be just a platonic friendship. In any event, you are moving into a stronger partnership situation with someone, so do keep that in mind, the Two of Cups. The third card that showed up was the Seven of Wands in other decks, and it depicts the beanstalk here and a giant going up the beanstalk. So what it's basically saying is stand your ground. Even if somebody is coming at you with an accusation or whatever it might be, just stand your ground, stay calm. There's nothing for you to take on here. If somebody else's energy is a little antagonistic, that is not yours to solve. All right, so just keep that in mind. So Seven of Wands is the third card. The next card is the High Priestess. Now, the High Priestess has access to all the information internally that anyone could ever want. The issue is to listen to what the High Priestess has to say. The High Priestess, from my point of view, represents the high priestesses that were part of oracles a long ago, and they spoke a lot of wisdom. There was wisdom that they made available to anyone who came to see them. And so I think that that's really what the high priestess is saying here is now is trust your wisdom, trust your intuition, be true to yourself as well. This is not a time to not be who you really are. Be who you really are. So it's the 2 in the major arcana, high priestess. So remember that when you're going through whatever this week, okay? The next card that showed up is the 2 of Swords, and here it depicts Hansel and Gretel as they go off, before they go off in their large adventure. Now, the 2 of Swords is kind of, I look at it as a card of, gee, I'm not really sure what I'm going to do. Gee, I'm not really sure which way to go. Gee, I'm really not sure. It's a card that sort of says, I'm really not sure. I really don't know what I'm going to do at this time, and that's okay. Don't try to push that. If you're in a place where all of the information hasn't come to you just yet, just trust that it is coming and stay in a place of relative calm. It's not a card of real drama. It's just a card of there may be more information that's coming to me that I need to explore. All right? The last card that showed up is the 9 of Cups. Now, the 9 of Cups is a wish fulfillment card. So, we started off with the Fool, okay? So the Fool is entering off on a new journey, a new project, a new partnership. Something new is coming up, all right? And so he's entertaining that, and he's going for that, he or she, I should say. And then you get the 9 of Cups as the last card in this reading, and the 9 of Cups is wish fulfillment. Here it depicts a genie coming out of a lamp, and the story or the myth around the genie out of the lamp is you get 3 wishes, and they're be granted to you. I'm not sure that I want to put a number on the number of wishes that will be granted. What it is wish fulfillment time. So you want to focus on that. So the 9 of Cups. So in terms of the tarot reading, what I'm basically saying is it is a time that you can start off on new adventures. Do be aware that the planet Mercury of communication, technology, high-tech equipment, new equipment of any sort, may be a little glitchy for the next several weeks, and it'll go retrograde, I think, around November the 7th. So be aware of that. But also be aware that it is a good time for you to have new partnerships or new people come into your life. Even if you're not going to work on those projects right away, you're still going to have them show up, and that you want to trust that intuition. And if there's certain areas that aren't clear to you, or you don't feel that you have all of the information right now, it's fine to simply say, I'm not sure right now, I'm going to take it easy, and then to move on to, okay, it's wish fulfillment time. What actions do I need to take? What actions are opening up before me for me to take the right steps for, or the certain steps that I can do? And I have some time to do that in. So what is it that I can do in the next week that will move that which I'm working on forward? All right. Now, in terms of the oracle, the card that I picked is Doorway. All right. And Doorway says, an opportunity is about to present itself that leads you to a new person. An opportunity is about to present itself that leads you to a new person. And again, I'm not speaking necessarily romantically. This could be a friendship. This could be a business situation. This could be a new offer that comes to you. It could be a contract or a new employment situation, or simply a new project that you find quite appealing. So be aware that you are being invited to step into a new doorway, a new portal, a new interaction with a new person. All right, so just keep that in mind. So if you like this reading, please like and subscribe to the channel. If you'd like to have a private reading, the information is in the box below. If you have a question, please reach out to me. The information is detailed below. I look forward to hearing from you, and I'll be back again next week. Thank you very much. Bye for now.